evaluate current flow in 3 ohm resistance by using Thevenin's theorem in the circuit of the figure shown. Okay, now where is 3 ohms? Here is 3 ohms. So we have to find the current I flowing in 3 ohms resistance by using Thevenin's theorem. So we know that by Thevenin's theorem any bilateral linear network can be converted into a circuit consisting of a single voltage source in series with single resistance known as Thevenin's resistance connected to RL, okay, in series with RL, and RL is given in the question, that is 3 ohms, and we have to find the current IL. This is also IL. We have to find the current IL. We know RL is equal to 3 ohms. So we have RL but we don't have RTH and VTH. So we have to find out RTH and VTH and solve for IL. So let's start by finding RTH. Now the first step in finding Rn is to remove our load, that is 3 ohms. We have to remove it, or we have to open circuit it. Like this, we can name the terminals A and B like this. Now the second step is all the independent voltage sources should be short circuited and all the independent current sources should be open circuited. So in our question given, we can see only two voltage sources, no current sources is present. So this case is neglected. So voltage sources we have to short circuit. So remove this and short circuit them to both. Now the third step or the final step in finding Rn is to solve or calculate the equivalent resistance between AB, that is RAB. We have to find equivalent resistance in between these terminals A and B, and this will be our RTH, that is Thevenin's resistance. Now we can see that 6 ohms and 4 ohms are parallel. So we can write RAB is equal to 6 ohms parallel 4 ohms. So resistance in parallel, we can calculate equal resistance, that is R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2, like this. 6 into 4 divided by 6 plus 4. So we will get 12 by 5, that is 2.4 ohms. This is our RTH. Now let's calculate VTH. Now for finding Thevenin's voltage, that is VTH, first we have to remove the load like we did previously in finding RTH, like this. We can name them as AB, and we have to find VAB, that is the voltage between A and B, and this will be our VTH. So now we can calculate VTH, that is our VAB, either by mesh analysis or by nodal analysis, anything we can apply. So we will see both the methods. First we will see nodal analysis. Now we will apply nodal analysis to this node here. Let the node voltage be VAB. We can see the node voltage is VAB only. Now in nodal analysis, we assume current, that is let it be I1, I2 and I3 flowing like this from here, here and here. Let this be I1, let this be I2, let this be I3. Now I2 is 0. We can see this is open circuit, and we know in open circuit no current can flow. So I2 is equal to 0. So now if we apply KCL here, so if we apply KCL, Kirchhoff current law, we'll get I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0. So we can see that I1 plus 0 plus I3, because I2 is 0, is equal to 0. Now from Ohm's law we can expand I1 and I3. We know Ohm's law is equal to V is equal to I into R. So I can be written as V by R. So we can expand I in terms of V and R in this circuit. Now let's take a reference point, that is or 0 volts we can write, or we can say it as ground or reference. which will be at lower potential. So current flows from higher potential to lower potential like this. Now we already seen that I1 plus I3 is equal to 0. So let's expand I1. And please remember that whichever node voltage we are assuming, that is VAB, will be at higher potential. That is it will be assumed greater than any other voltages. Now let's expand I1. I1 is flowing from here till the ground. So I1 will be V by R. So here 2 voltages is there in this branch, VAB and also 42 volts. So as we are assuming VAB at higher potential, we'll write VAB minus 42 volts divided by R, V by R divided by 6 plus I2 is 0, we know. Similarly, we can write I3 as VAB. We'll write here plus. Why? Because you can see that it has opposite plus and minus signs. Unlike 42 volts, it has the opposite ones. So VAB plus 10 volts divided by R. What is R in this branch? 4 is equal to 0. Now let us solve this in calculator. Now this equation is one equation and one unknown, that is VAB. So we can solve it in calculator. You don't need to take any LCM and right hand side, left hand side, nothing to do. You can directly do it with calculator. So VAB is assumed unknown. So X is there represented by red color here. So alpha X minus 42 divided by 6 plus, then again press alpha and X plus 10 divided by 4. Now press this equal to red color one. Don't press this equal to. So press alpha and press red color one is equal to 0. Now this completes the equation. Now directly don't press this equal to, it will give syntax error. So press shift then solve, press shift then solve. Don't look at this answer. This is the answer when you use your calculator the last time. Now press this equal to. You will get your answer. That is 10.8. So VAB or VTH is 10.8 volts is our VTH. Now if you are having doubt whether you got correct or not, you can use mesh analysis also. Now let's solve by mesh analysis and verify that we are getting VAB 10.8 volts or not. Now for mesh analysis, we can, you know that this A point, this is P point, and here VAB is there. So we can represent VAB like this, plus and minus. We can write like this only. This is open circuit only. We can represent the voltage like this. We can write VAB here or VTH, whatever you call. So let this be current I1 in this loop 1 and let this be current I2. Now let us solve by KVL method. That is Kirchhoff voltage law states that the sum of the voltages inside a closed loop is equal to 0. So I will assign plus and minus signs as I am going clockwise direction. So plus minus, here also plus minus. Don't disturb the signs of any voltage sources. Now starting from 42 volts, second sign is plus 42. Coming to here, I1 is flowing and resistance is 6 ohms. So according to Ohm's, second sign is minus. So first put minus. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. So I1 into 6, I into R. This completes our loop. Sorry, VAB is also there. Second sign is minus. Minus VAB is equal to 0. So 42 minus 6 I1 minus VAB is equal to 0. Or VAB is equal to 42 minus 6 I1. Please keep this as equation number 1. Now coming to loop 2, I can start from VAB. Second sign is plus as we are going clockwise. Plus VAB minus I2 into 4. And second sign is here is plus. So plus 10 is equal to 0. Or we can write VAB is equal to 4I2 minus 10. Keep this as equation number 2. Now if we equate VAB, equation number 1 and equation number 2, if we equate, because VAB is there on the left hand side of both, so we get this. Now we know that the current flowing in this branch, that is where VAB is connected, is equal to 0 because this is open circuit. The current flowing here is 0. Now if we apply KCL here, KCL at this node, what will get? Current flowing into the node is equal to current flowing out of the node. Let this be current I unknown, or Ix we can write. Current flowing inside the node, sum of the current flowing into the node is equal to sum of currents flowing out of the node. So Ix plus I2. So therefore Ix will be I1 minus I2. Now we know that the current is 0. So substitute 0 here. 0 is equal to I1 minus I2. Or we can say that I1 is equal to I2. Now let this be equation number 4. Now substitute this equation number 4 in equation number 3. We will get our results I1 and I2. So if I substitute I2 is equal to I1, I am getting I1 as 5.2 amperes. Now I will substitute 5.2 amperes in this equation number 1 to get my VAB or VTH. So if I substitute I1 as 5.2 amperes, I am getting 10.8 volts. So either you solve by nodal analysis, either you solve by mesh analysis, you will get the same result, that is our VTH. Now let us substitute VTH and RTH in Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So this is Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So let's find out the current IL flowing through 3 ohms resistor. So the current IL flowing is, can easily write by Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to I into R. So I will be V by R. So here in this circuit, VTH divided by R equivalent, that is RTH and RL are connected in series. Therefore RTH plus RL. Therefore VTH is 10.8 divided by 2.4 ohms plus 3 ohms. We are getting 2 amperes. So the load current is 2 amperes. So the current flowing in 3 ohms by using Thevenin's theorem is 2 amperes. Okay. Thank you.